Okay, welcome back to Pop Culture Tarot. We are going to read on Diddy and Caresha. Caresha from the City Grass and Diddy from Diddy. So the first thing we're going to tap into is their overall energy. What is the overall energy of this relationship? There are a lot of people who think she is being mistreated. There are other people who think she is just fine and that they're happy. So what is the overall energy, Spirit? Caresha and Diddy, Caresha and Diddy, Caresha and Diddy. What is the overall energy between the two? What is the overall vibe of this relationship? Okay. So this is interesting. We get... This is a romance of a lifetime from Caresha's point of view. We get Caresha feeling like this is her soulmate. This was in reverse, however. All right. Romance of a lifetime. That's the overall energy. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. We also have past life relationship, not in reverse. And you know, that's funny because I actually was wondering if there was a past life connection here. Now, this is interesting to me. This is interesting because we do have here the Lovers, which is about a choice, okay? Traditionally, and these was sitting here at the top of the deck. Traditionally, this is a card of a third-party relationship. This is originally the story of, on this card was the story of Hercules, and Hercules had to choose between virtue and vice. So in the original tarot, there was another woman on this deck. And so one of the women was considered to be beautiful. One of the women was considered to be not so beautiful. And again, it was like, which way is he going to go? Is he going to choose vice, right? Or is he going to choose virtue? Now, I think that's interesting considering Diddy did just have another child while he was with Miss Caresha. So that is definitely the third party situation here. Now, the other thing that I have here, I do have the Five of Swords in the upright. And this is about gossip. This is about arguments, okay? This is, it's interesting. You have those other two people putting their swords down and walking away. And so what I feel, because we have this Lovers and we have this swords here, there are some arguments here about the relationship. I actually wasn't expecting to see that. I wasn't expecting to see that. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's clear some of this energy, actually. Spirit, can you clear the energy from that last reading? Can you clear the energy from that last reading? Can you clear the energy from that argumentative energy? Okay, so we know what the overall vibe is. Okay, how it started, the energy of how it started. The energy around how this relationship started. What was the energy present in the beginning of this relationship? What is the energy present in the beginning of this relationship? Huh. Oh my God. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Okay. So we have fate. So this is a fated relationship. All right. Um, and so it says cycles, alignment. So this was a fated relationship. We have time in reverse and we have the pack in reverse. So the pack has to do with inner work. It has to do with community. It has to do with your soul tribe. And then this time here has to do with making decisions, leaving comfort, and taking risks. So this was a fated relationship. And with this pack, I'm going to go here first. I feel like ultimately the goal of this relationship is to help. I'm hearing Caresha, because for entertainment purposes only. Spirit is what I'm thinking about Diddy, correct? Is what I'm thinking about Diddy, correct? Is what I'm thinking about Diddy. Yeah. Yeah. This is for Caresha because Diddy's a little too far gone for this type of inner work. Okay, so this is actually for her. So the beginning of this relationship was fated. It's fated for them to meet. They definitely actually do believe that. I see time here. What is this about time? What is this about time? What is this about time? Is this them spending time together, or is this... What is this time? Two of Swords. Oh, wow. Wow. Two of Swords actually in the upright. And so the Two of Swords is also about planning. Wow, we got planning and planning. Interesting. So does this mean in the beginning of their relationship, because I'm sorry, I don't really know that much about their relationship at all. So I'm curious, were they working on something together? Was there some kind of project or something? Yeah, okay. Oh shit, and we got the Lovers again. Okay. So this fated relationship. So the background of this relationship was planning, because again, this is about choice, and the Two of Swords is about choice as well. You know, it's like, but this is, swords are about thoughts. And so, yeah, I guess they were working on something together, or they were planning things together. Was this like a surprise? Yeah. Oh my goodness. And then we get the Two of Wands. And so that is contemplating actions. Now, the thing about this Two of Swords, though, is in the traditional tarot, the person here is blindfolded and they can't decide which way to go. It's so interesting. We have all of this duality, 2 and 2 and 2. So I actually feel like this was not something that they deeply thought about, is what I'm hearing. Because with this time in reverse, I kind of feel like they actually, Spirit, did they just actually just like jump into this? Yes. Knight of Cups. And that is, we consider him to be the false knight. Oh, shit. And then we got the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords, the Devil, and the Star in reverse. How it started. Yeah. So, you know, there just wasn't a lot of, it was like, this is fated. So we're going to just like jump into this thing. And with this deep connection celebration in reverse, again, it wasn't so much a deep connection. We have this Eight of Pentacles here, which has to do with hard work. Yeah, so this just makes me feel like they were working on something. They came into each other's orbit. There was this spark. They jumped into it. You know, we have again the Knight here. We call him the false knight because he kind of dips in and he dips out, and it says here charming, artistic, romantic offer. So he came forward with the romantic offer. You know, we have Queen of Wands in reverse, right? And so she was not necessarily in her quote unquote power, not quote unquote in her highest self in the beginning. We have the King of Swords here. Oh yeah, you can see that it's, yeah. So we have the King of Swords here, which, you know, this is, he was not reversed. So, you know, this is not an amazing king. He is, when he is not in reverse, he is, you know, it's swords. So he is going to be detached. But this king definitely has a penchant for cruelty when he is not in his highest self. And then we do have also the Devil here. Again, this is how it started. We're still in how it started. Okay. And so we have the Devil here, and this is a card of addiction. It is a card of obsession. And so a lot of partying, allegedly, a lot of, with this star in the reverse, I feel like this is both of them out of their highest self with this star in reverse. You know, both of them are stars. These 7 stars around here, they do represent the 7 chakras. And, you know, things are out of alignment here. Things were out of alignment from the very beginning, just because they didn't take the time. They didn't take the time to do the inner work. That's how it started. Let's get into their archetypes. So how is Diddy shown? What's the archetype that Diddy is exhibiting in this relationship? How is Diddy showing up? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh my God. Diddy is showing up as God, y'all. Wow. Diddy is showing up as God. Period. There's nothing more to say. How is Caresha showing up? Oh, wow. Okay. So she's showing up as a networker. Light attribute enhances unity through sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. He's showing up as God. She's showing up as a networker. She has her own show, right? And it's so she's sharing information. So that's how she's showing up. That's how she's showing up. What is the archetype over this relationship? Oh my God. What is, this isn't the right deck. And I don't even think that's the right question. Spirit's like, you already asked that. Okay, fine. So I'm going to move on. So he's showing up as God. She is showing up as, I'm going to get what I can get. I'm going to use his resources and things like that to get me to where I need to go as well. So that's what we got. That's how they're showing up. So what is the challenge here? What is the challenge? Okay. What is the challenge in this relationship? What is the challenge? Thank you, Spirit. What is the challenge? Diddy and Caresha, Diddy and Caresha, Diddy and Caresha. So, So we see here somebody who has lost their footing. They are not grounded at all. Wow. They are not grounded. They are not grounded. Upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out and round, round. Upside down, you turn me. That's the challenge. That's the challenge. Not grounded. Not grounded. Oh, there was another card. What's the challenge here? What's the challenge here? What's the challenge here? Empathy in reverse. Not grounded, no empathy. Determination. Also, empathy. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm sorry. This was not in reverse. I'm sorry. I had to look at how it fell out. Sorry about that. Okay. So the challenge here is empathy, determination. Let's do it like this, right? So there's not a lot of empathy here, and there's not a lot of determination here. Now, the other thing that was in reverse, but now I lost the card, was insight. What else is the challenge here? Wow. Understanding. So not a lot of empathy, not a lot of understanding, not a lot of understanding, and then we have a lot of expectations, unrealistic expectations. So these are the challenges that exist in this relationship, okay? Lack of empathy, lack of understanding, lack of determination. First of all, just because of the not being grounded for entertainment purposes only, okay? And unrealistic expectations. Spirit, are the unrealistic expectations on both sides, or are they just on one side? Are the unrealistic expectations going both ways? Do the unrealistic expectations? Yes, they are. Unrealistic expectations, okay? Because people are showing up guarded. And the question was, what is the challenge? And you see here, it says challenge. Oops. If you would show up, there you go. Challenge right there. This is like the wounded warrior card. And so this is how also why there's no empathy or low empathy, low understanding, and low determination is because of past experiences. You know, this is a battle-worn person. This is a person that is guarded because they have been through so much. And so Spirit, oh yeah, they've been through so much. So it's like, let me just get what I can get with this Ace of Pentacles here. Let me just get what I can get, because we can agree on this, right? This makes us happy, okay? The Ace of Pentacles makes us happy, all right? We're clear. We have clarity here. Isn't that interesting? And then we have love in reverse. So while we may know now that even though in the beginning it was like true love, romance of a lifetime, etc., we do have love in reverse. Love. So it's like we're good about getting to the bag. That makes us happy. We understand that. We don't necessarily understand love so much. Okay, because we really haven't had true love. Even though true love was the first sort of card, which I'm super curious about that came out first. Like, this is the romance of a lifetime. All right. Okay, we got the challenge. Current feelings. So let's do Caresha's current feelings. Current feelings. What is Caresha's current feelings? Oh, wow. Interesting. So we got emotion. So she's feeling feelings. Whoops. Wow. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So definitely she is feeling off her game. She's definitely feeling off her game. Her emotion is, she is not feeling like, Pentacles again is about building. It's earth, so it's wanting to build something that lasts. It's about resources. Discontentment. Something doesn't feel right, but identifying what's missing eludes you. So she is not feeling content, but she can't really she can't really put her finger on why. Look at that. We have Trinity in reverse. And it's like, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you know what I'm saying? Maiden, Mother, Crone, with this Holy Trinity, but Trinity is in reverse. So it's like, you got to do that spiritual work, girl. It's like balancing decisions. So again, off balance, adapting to change, priorities. The priorities are off. She can't really adapt to this situation, right? We have here the moon. So we have the moon in reverse, okay? And so the moon is about secrets. And isn't it interesting that in this deck we have the two crows? And so it's like, I'm looking at you, but I'm not seeing what I need to see because of these secrets, because of these veils. It's like, something about that moon and that Trinity for me. Spirit, is there negative energy? Is there enchantment involved in this relationship? Yes. Damn. Shit. Fuck. And y'all know what I mean by enchantment, right? And again, we get the false knight, yo. We get the false knight. Oh my God. It's giving. Is this psychic vampire energy? Maybe. Perhaps, not necessarily, but there is enchantment here. There's definitely, what I was not wanting to say is like, y'all know what I mean by enchantment. So the card said what it says, so we're gonna move on. All right, we don't need to go too deep into that. And again, we are still on current feelings, y'all. We are on her current feelings, okay? So y'all saw what it was giving. Now, what about Diddy's current feelings? What are Diddy's current feelings? What are Diddy's current feelings? Oh, wow. We have anguish. We have anguish. What is Diddy in anguish about? What is Diddy in anguish about? Oh, wow. Okay. Diddy is in anguish, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. We got this Five of Pentacles here. So we got this low vibration, you know, we're in anguish because of the vibration. The vibration is low. The vibration, and it's so nuts because I saw an interview with him and he had on a huge hamsa. It was during the pandemic, and it was when all of the stars were coming out and giving tribute to something, and he had on a huge hamsa. Y'all will have to go back and look, but wow, that's nuts. If I find it, I'm gonna put the, no, I ain't gonna put no link to it because we don't need to, yeah, we don't need that energy over here. But you can go look for it on your own. He had a huge hamsa on during the pandemic. And then we have this Five of Pentacles, right? This is a card of feeling left out in the cold. Now, what's so interesting is, like, in this deck, y'all see what it's giving, right? Y'all see it's giving very much, first of all, I never noticed this person down here before, or these people down here before. For entertainment purposes only. Feeling left out in the cold because of all the work that you did. This is my wishes come true card, okay? In every deck, there's a card like this. You've seen it in my other tarot deck. It's just a blank. It's the blank card that falls out. Yeah. In my Rider-Waite deck, this is my wishes come true card. So you can delineate any card that you want to mean whatever you want. So typically, if I have a blank card in the deck, or I have a card like this, I deem this my wishes come true card. And so pretty much here, wow, this is fucking nuts. Excuse my language, y'all. He's in anguish because all of the things that he did, all right, all of the things that he did to make his wish come true. And we have here the Emperor in reverse, okay? And this is a very, oh, I'm sorry, this isn't the Emperor. This is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant has to do with institutions. It has to do with the law. I don't know if he's got a lawsuit against him or he has a lawsuit coming up. I'm not really sure. But to me, this means something else. To me, in the context of this reading, okay, this is like all of the things that he did, all of the structures, all of the behind the scenes deals, all of the things that he did. Because again, this is about institutions. And so it's like all of the quote unquote work. And this is also like the Pope. And this goes back to that God energy, because this was like, you know, the Pope is looked at as the, yep, see, and we got Temperance in reverse. The, is thought of as God on earth, God's emissary, okay? And so that is in reverse. So he's gotten, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, he's gotten into some things. And one of the things about tarot, this whole deck is gray, but in the traditional tarot, when you see any gray, that means that those institutions have been there longer than you have. So, yeah, so my man's, you know, got up to some things. Here we go. So for example, see here with the Justice card, you see how this is gray? And so that means, and it's the same in the Hierophant. So that means that these institutions have been here longer than he has. And so whatever sort of agreements or whatever, and I mean natural and supernatural, let's be clear. Here it is here it is. Okay. So these are looked at as devotees. Okay, that's why it's good to use the Rider-Waite sometimes so you can really break things down. Okay, so basically The keys that you see on the Hierophant, these keys here, those are the keys of Peter. And what those keys are, it is said that God gave Peter those keys to have spiritual authority. All right. And so whatever my man's did to get that spiritual authority, it's in reverse. Okay. So it's like when it's in reverse, it's about domination, it's about cruelty, and it's about punishment. All right. And what else do I want to say? So this is called the shepherd's crook. And so this is like to be a follower. This is to separate. So the shepherd, you have the sheep and then you have the shepherd, right? And so this is to signify that you are not a follower, you are a leader. Is there anything else I want to say about the Hierophant? So basically, these are all the things that that he was working with. Okay. And then, and then the crown here. So the crown also signifies that he is God's representative on earth. I have to check my notes. So there we go. I gotta check my notes. Even a teacher has notes. So you see in what it gives, right? So he did all of what he did to disrupt. And when I say disrupt institutions, what I mean is to put himself in a position of power, to overcome institutions of racism and all of those things that would have held him back. All right. So my man's did some work to make his dreams come true. But again, you see it's upside down. So it's almost like, Spirit, were these things that he wanted, were they from a low place? Maybe. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So they didn't necessarily, so this is back in the day. So they didn't necessarily, and this is about going back, thinking about things. But when it's in reverse, it has to do with like sacrifice. I'm sorry, when it's in reverse, it's in the upright. So it's about sacrifice, uncertainty, etc. Okay. And then the Knight of Swords is about big changes. So it may not have been coming from a low place in the beginning, but it was, and the sacrifice can be sacrifice of your time, whatever, right? Money, all those things. But he definitely sacrificed to make big changes happen in his life. Okay. So it might not have started out from a low place, but you see where we ended up. All right. And we ended up with Temperance in reverse. So Temperance in the upright is all about being patient, being balanced, and all of those things. But when it's in the reverse, it is the opposite of that. It's about being excessive. It's about being reckless. And so that's where he's at. So that's why he's feeling anguish. That's why he's feeling anguish, because things are not in balance. Things are definitely out of balance, which we already know because Spirit kind of had already told us that. What about the gift? What is the gift that's present in this relationship? What is the gift? Spirit really likes this deck for these two. What is the gift that is present here? What is the gift of this relationship? Well, one of the gifts is that we can watch and learn and make different choices. You know, we can watch and learn and make different choices. We can learn from other people's things. Oh, okay. So there's lots of passion. So that was a gift. And then we have this, it's interesting to me. I'm not really going to pay attention to this unconditional, although this unconditional passion, though, maybe I am going to pay attention, because this passion has to do with the solar plex. It has to do with being able to put your will out into the world. And so this is like anything goes in this relationship. All right. So it's like good sex here. Yeah. Yeah. We have a yes for good sex. We're going to find a way to get around these blind spots here. Yeah, so there's good sex. So, yay. Yay. That's the gift, good sex. Okay, fine. And then we're going to go to the advice. What is the ancestral advice here for this relationship? What is the advice? What is the advice? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. So the advice here, we have Ra. All things start with Ra. All right. And so let's do it this way, babe. So we have Ra in reverse. So becoming enlightened, because that's what this card is about. It is about enlightenment. Okay. And then we have justice. So we have enlightenment in reverse and we have justice in the upright. So and in my other goddess deck, Sekhmet is the goddess of rage, divine rage. So for me, the advice here is for folks to get enlightened. They wanted me to use this Egyptian deck. So this is a very specific type of enlightenment. Is there a need for a spiritual cleansing here? Yes. And yes. So we have the Knight of Cups showing up again. So this is Diddy showing up again. Knight of Cups in the upright. Four of Swords in the upright. We asked about spiritual cleansing. We got it. Folks need to pull back and get a limpia. Period. Top to bottom. A egg limpia. Listen, whatever kind of limpia, they need it. They need it. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. I don't really have cards everywhere. All right. So that they can return to a place of justice. So that they can return to a place of equilibrium. And now what about the outcome? What about the outcome? What about the outcome here? What is the most likely outcome here? What is the most likely outcome? What is the most likely outcome of this coupling? What is the most likely outcome for Diddy and Caresha? Diddy and Caresha. Diddy and Caresha. Diddy and Caresha. Oh. Okay. Well, that fell. And that fell. Okay. So we have wisdom here and we have Baba Yaga. So we have Sophia and Goddess Sophia and Baba Yaga. And so for Caresha, this is about sort of returning to yourself, returning to your real self, not being under anybody's thumb and having divine wisdom. And I'm also hearing divine support. What is the outcome here? For both of, what's the outcome for this relationship? What is the outcome for this relationship? I feel like they're talking to Caresha the most because she's not as far gone as Diddy. So we have, this actually fell out in reverse. So we have desire. So the outcome is we have wisdom here and we have wild woman and we have desire in reverse. So I really feel like this is about, and we have the number 8, which is a number of extremes. And so I feel like this is being more wise. Yeah, I can be wild. I can do all those things, but I don't have to lose myself to my desires. I wonder if there's an ancestral message. Is there? No, there's no ancestral message. But what about the shadow? The shadow message here. Interesting. I can still see you standing there. So I feel like that's definitely... Oh, shit. I've been here before with others. So the shadow message here is, this is This to me is the ancestral message. Like, again, like I was saying about her not being too far gone. So we do like to see that. And then we have, I've been here before with others. So this is like a revolving door. So that's what we have here. Okay. All right. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.